You know you don't got a driver's license. I saw you.
Went over this before. Why don't you take the time and read the law?
Alright.
Alright?
Alright.
Can you do that?
Do you have your ID card or no?
I might have one.
Alright. I'll be back in 1 minute, alright? You don't have a state. This is your ID card? Alright. $47.24. Did you have traffic?
Affirmative. Do we have a middle name on the subject or approximate age?
Hey firm, it's going to be last of Larson, first of John, 11164, middle of Edwin. $47.24.
Go ahead.
Additionally, can you show me traffic with him? Union Paul Frank, 800, 100 block of South Pack.
Copy.
Nice roads.
Yep. So, you don't have a license.
You know that.
And
my
you're...
parole officer had an open enough mind to read the law, and he understands. And he said, you know what, you're right.
Alright, so you're not going to present a driver's license, just to confirm. I'm just confirming with you.
One, huh?
I'm just confirming with you that you're not going to present a license.
I don't have one.
Okay.
%.
Alright, so hang tight for me.
I'm not involved in commerce or transporting people or products.
Alright, well...
I'm not being paid to use our public right-of-way.
Okay.
I'm using it for personal use and travel only.
Alright, well, I'll get you going here in just a minute, alright? Hang tight up there for me if you can.
The law. At least be open-minded to look at it.
Alright, well...
You know?
I'll talk with...
If you're going to enforce it, you should look at the high court.
Well, tell you what. Hang out over there for me, and I'll give you a few minutes of my time to talk with you when we're done.
Good.
Deal?
Thank you.
4724.
4724.
Did you have read back for Larson?
On John Larson, he's clear correct Defender, Berg 1, Bishop 1. No contact with Murado and Galo and Danny Clark. Otherwise, clear suspended violation.
Copy, can you send that to my screen?
Go ahead.
All right. So thanks for stopping this time. Last time.
They didn't have nowhere to pull over on it.
So you do have to have a driver's license in the state of Oregon. Okay. If you were to get into a car crash and hit somebody, you have to have a driver's license. Circuit court judge told you that.
Circuit court, yeah.
Yeah, we went to circuit court on it, and they told you.
Circuit court, yeah.
Right. So we'll have an opportunity to go to circuit court again. This time you're not getting arrested, but I did cite you for failure to carry or present. So you have a court date at the circuit court. Your arraignment is on the 26th of October. It's a Friday at 9 a.m. Okay. This is a driving while suspended ticket. You typically don't do anything with these, but I got to give you one. It's justice court. So don't miss that. 26th, 9 circuit court. Okay. Yes. So last time we were at circuit court, the judge told you.
Yes, I understand what he said.
She said. And she said.
And did you know?
They're wrong.
Did you remember when she said, "Oh, I don't need to see those cases"? And
she's
I'm not
familiar
let
with
you
them.
Use the Constitution in any of this and all these cases.
Well, she's familiar with the cases.
No, she's not. She doesn't want you to know that you're breaking the law when you're pulling me over.
Are you saying that the justice court's wrong?
Yes.
Or the circuit court?
Absolutely.
The circuit court judge was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
You take whatever they say as gospel.
I obey the state law.
Okay, so would you
federal and state?
Would you be interested in reading some real law?
I have read it.
Okay. Do you know?
I know what you're talking about, and I have read it.
Okay.
There's many interpretations of the law.
Okay, so here we go. You said you would give me some time to talk.
I got a few minutes.
All right, good. All right, so let me break it down like this. The U.S. corporation is a franchise corporation. Okay, in 1933, this nation was bankrupt. The nation was dissolved. Okay, so we went into bankruptcy through the IMF and the World and the UN as our receivership. Okay, now what happened was they laid over corporations, franchise corporations, right over the top of all the states, all the counties, all the cities. They're all corporations of the master corporation, the U.S. corporation, U.S. citizen. Okay, they have jurisdiction of the 10 square miles of Washington, D.C., the islands of Guam, the Puerto Rico and all those, and the federal land ceded to the United States. Federal lands, not the fucking states. So your corporation or whatever is a franchise of the master corporation, which has the same jurisdiction that they have, because they can't grant jurisdiction if they don't have it granted to them. So you're actually on this state, because what this in this state means is the exterior boundaries of the state, including, and when they say including, they mean excludes everything out not mentioned. Okay, this is the interpretation. This is word games. Okay, including the federal land ceded to the United States. So your territorial jurisdiction, you're out of it.
Yeah, but you just said it's the interpretation.
No, that's how law is.
Yeah, but
when you read the definitions of what these words are,
we read a lot of definitions. So let me ask you this: is it worth it to be scared to drive all the time, to not have a license? Is it? I mean, how much does it cost you in the courts and stuff?
Oh, it's a phenomenal amount. That's why everybody goes, "Oh, fuck it, I'll just do the."
Is it worth it to you? I'm just curious. Is it worth it to you to put your foot down?
I believe in it.
Well,
I believe in the law.
I mean, I can respect you believing it, but my side of it is
you're a policy enforcer. I get that.
Well, no, I'm a Oregon state and federal law enforcer.
All your company, all these, your police department, that court, this state. This county is all a for-profit corporation registered on Dun & Bradstreet. For-profit. That means you're a corporate.
Well, like entity,
I said, not a government.
Well, I appreciate you stopping this time and being respectful.
I will always be respectful.
Except that first time, you rolled down your window, had to yank you out of there almost.
I didn't make you yank me out of there.
But was all that worth it?
I don't like going through this at all. Believe that.
The only reason you don't go to jail every time is because I know who you are. If you're stopped by somebody else and that happens, you're going to go to jail every time.
I've actually been let go by a lot of cops because they understand what I'm talking about.
Well, but I mean, our side, we're a small community.
It's a whole horrible thing going on here.
And my job, I mean, you got to have a driver's license, you got to have insurance, you got to have registration, and a few things to drive.
Yeah.
So you say you're not in contract with the DMV in those places, but a lot of these signs are put up by the DMV. Do you obey those, or do you?
I obey that stuff. Yeah.
You just don't do the driver's licensing part. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's worth it to you.
No, it's not.
How much is it going to cost you to get your license back?
Probably 20 grand.
Oh, it's not going to cost that much.
Yeah, it probably will.
They reduce and do payments and all sorts of stuff.
Well, I'll go in for the amnesty thing.
Well, you got a few options, but do me a favor, don't drive away.
I won't.
Because you're suspended.
I get it.
You're going to get towed. Don't miss your court date because I put a warrant on.
I'll be there.
All right, and you might want to call your PO because that's a criminal site.
Okay.
So you might check in with them. When's the last time you checked in?
I wrote him an email after we got stopped right that night.
When's the last time you talked to him?
I don't have to talk to him.
Oh, you don't have to check in?
I'm on minimum.
How long before you're off probation?
Probably another year.
Oh, dang, you're on there for a while. It's for burglary, isn't it?
It's for a guy. I was in a house that a guy was buying, and he lied to me the whole time.
Oh.
I didn't have no criminal intent in that at all.
Well, I mean, that's a separate thing.
I know it is.
Curious, but...
Hi.
How we doing?
I'm John.
John?
This is Mr. Larson.
Good to meet
What's
you.
that?
It's Mr.
Mr.
Larson.
Larson?
If you want a good conversation,
Mr. Larson will provide that.
he'll entertain about why we don't need driver's licenses in the state of Oregon.
Ah.
If I can I bring you something to read at your?
I read it last time.
You didn't read it. That was a different thing.
The contract you gave me?
Yeah, that was a different thing.
I've honestly read what you're talking about. However, to me, it's an interpretation.
Yeah, it is interpretation.
You're interpreting it different than we're interpreting it.
The high court's interpreted differently. I'll give you some of that if you're up to it.
So, well, I'm just saying, when we went to circuit court last time, the judge told you
I know
that's wrong. You need to drive that.
And what do I say back to the judge?
You can appeal it to the Supreme Court.
I got that work. I'm working on that.
But
I don't have a lot of time for that law stuff. I've been into it a lot, and it just eats me up.
I know, that's what I mean. That's why I'm asking you. Is it worth it? Because if you get...
I believe in it.
And like I said, I can respect that, but if you get criminally charged for failing to carry or present, I mean that...
If I have to go to jail over this, I will.
It's worth it to you, huh?
It's not. I don't like it.
Right? I'm just asking, but...
I don't like it a bit.
My role in all this is you don't have a license.
Live like you are.
Right, but it just seems like you could live a lot better if you wouldn't have to worry about looking over your shoulder all the time.
I agree. I totally agree.
And I've seen is it your girlfriend, your wife, or I don't know, whoever lives there with you? I've seen her driving your car with you. And I thought maybe you finally hung up the keys, but then I see you coming down the street.
Sometimes I got it.
I get it, but so my role in it is I got to take people who don't have driver's license off the road. Everybody else.
I understand. I totally
so,
get that.
like I said,
I'm gonna walk home.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tow it or anything. You might.
Walk home. I am a licensed driver.
All right. You might. Does that mean you're gonna drive away when I drive away?
No, I'm not. I told you I'm gonna walk. And I give you my word.
You might back up though, because they are running equipment through here, or park it up here.
Okay.
I don't want this thing to get taken out by. So, well.
Thank you for talking to me.
I told you I'll give you a few minutes, but I get where you're coming from. But if you want to go to court again, I'll see you at circuit court again.
Be there again.
All right.
All right, guys. Have a great night.
Yep.